This is 219 News Now, brought to you by Strachan Van Til, making lives easier for 94 years.
I'm Andrew Garcia, and this is your 219 News Now. Valparaiso will be replacing its electric vehicle charging stations with more modern equipment at various locations, the city announced. The new charging stations will be powered by the AMP Up app, which allows users to pay and monitor their charging through the app. Fees for the new charging stations include a session fee of $5 to plug in, 30 cents per kWh, and a fee charge of $15 for cars left on chargers past the 3-hour time limit, and an 11% service fee to AMP Up. There will be a short downtime at stations as the new equipment is installed. Tito Jackson of the Jackson 5, now a Tulsa, Oklahoma resident, has a new business plan that will bear the name Tito's Spot. It's going to be an entertainment center with 2,000 seats. It's going to have pickleball courts. There's going to be a museum and a restaurant, business associate Terry Harvey said. Jackson is also planning on turning his family's former home in Gary into a museum. He said the museum will feature memorabilia from other music artists like James Brown, the Commodores, and the Gap Band. One person was stabbed and a gun was fired during a disturbance Sunday morning at a local church, according to Hammond Police. Just before 10 a.m. on Sunday, police were called to the Christian Community Church of Christ, where they reported finding members of the public and a group of juveniles involved in an altercation. Police said a female used a knife to stab others fighting with her children, and that another woman discharged a gunshot in the air in an attempt to stop the stabbing in the ongoing fight. Both women were arrested. And in sports, after a historic victory on Friday that saw Indiana defeat Western Illinois in the second largest margin of victory in program history, the Hoosiers will now prepare to take on UCLA for the first time as conference foes. Sports director Sam Michael sat down with the voice of the Hoosiers, Don Fischer, to preview IU's trip to the Rose Bowl this weekend.
This is always a talented team because there is so much talent, especially skill-type talent on the West Coast. They play a little different brand of football, I think, in the Pac-12, in previous years than Indiana. Indiana in the Big Ten, these are powerhouse or teams that try to power you or overcome you with their strength and size and all those kinds of things. And I think UCLA is going to provide a very different kind of a test for this Indiana football team.
To read up on more local news and headlines, visit JEDtv.com and NWI.com. I'm Andrew Garcia, and this has been your 219 News Now.